All right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Monday, December 2nd regular meeting, public hearing, and workshop of the Hyde Park Town Board. Please join me while we pledge allegiance to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. May I have a motion to accept the minutes of November 28th?
I make a motion?
And all in favor, a second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'm abstaining because I wasn't at the meeting.
Good point. Okay, great. So, public comment, if there's anyone in the public who would like to comment on the resolutions or any matter of town business, please join us at the podium. Okay, moving on then. So we have two public hearings that are a continuation from our last meeting. And the first is the continuation of local law M, a local law amending Chapter 130 of the Town of Hyde Park Code entitled Solar Energy Systems and Facilities to add a new 130-8 entitled Solar Farms. Would anyone like to speak on this public hearing on this matter? Okay. Hi. Okay. So then may I have a motion to close this public hearing because we do have this on the agenda to
I
vote
make
on.
that motion.
And a second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Great. Okay, so then we also have the continuation of the public hearing for local law number C, amendments to the town code and amendment to the town's comprehensive plan with regard to the creation of a town core zoning district. Would anyone like to speak on that matter? Okay, we will need to continue that because we're still working on some refinements, but I do think that the second meeting in December, we may be able to pass that, so, or early in January. So may I go ahead and have the motion to continue that public hearing?
I make a motion to continue to leave that open.
And second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so moving right along, we have a couple of workshop updates. And basically, there are matters that Joe has been working on for Ward 3 for actually a number of them for the last couple of years. So Joe, would you like to go ahead and give the board and the public an update?
Sure. With the first one, with regard to mitigate the flooding from the FALLKIll Dam, Pete Sotero, our engineer, town engineer, has been working with Bob Balkind, who's the commissioner at Dutchess County Department of Public Works. And this is the last status that I was able to receive. Bob let Pete know that the county has sent out an RFP for engineering services to prepare plans to reconstruct the FALLKIll Lake Dam. It includes a new low-level drain. What Pete and I were talking about was what about an emergency plan for when we know that storms are coming and what can be done to reduce the flooding. And what Bob has said is that he is looking into working with the county to possibly look into the emergency plan. However, he's got to first meet with the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers because of the fact that it would involve upstream biology in the wetlands. So he said, and also downstream impacts. So he said that once he meets with them, he would let Pete know and the town know what their results were. So we're waiting on that. I did also meet with our county legislators, Hannah Black and Will Truitt, to get their support to help, because they're at meetings with Bob and they are in full support of it. And they said they would further discuss it with Bob at the meetings they attend with him.
Great.
So that's the.
So the RFP that the county's putting out isn't specifically then to have a methodology to lower the dam?
No, it's to prepare prepare plans to reconstruct the Fallkill Lake Dam that includes a new low-level drain. So the emergency plan would be the one that would help
Okay.
us during the flooding times.
Well, we may consider asking Bob to come to a workshop, I think, yeah. Because I just curious what the low-level
And Pete may be.
dam, what was it, low-level drain?
Low-level drain.
If that might, in and of itself, have any impact on potential flooding.
Yeah, and Pete may be also
Yeah,
able to
yeah.
shed some light on that.
Yeah, maybe we can schedule something for January and just have them come and discuss it.
Yeah.
'Cause it is a matter of concern for our residents, and
Yeah,
we were hopeful
yeah.
that there was going to be, as part of the county's plan, a method to address that. So-
Right.
This might be a good opportunity with number 2 of the workshop of maybe doing an outside workshop, maybe over at Roosevelt Firehouse
Yeah.
on 9G with the residents, because I mean, it really pertains to Roosevelt
Yeah.
over there. Both of the issues between, what number 2 is here and then this dam,
Yeah.
it might be a good opportunity to do something over there. It's
Yeah.
just a possibility. I mean, we did that one time on Cream Street, and
Yep,
it was
we
really
did.
well attended for the water.
Yeah?
So it's just an opportunity.
Yeah, well, Neil and I have talked about doing ward meetings.
It's really a good reason to
and
have it.
And I
Yeah.
think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And actually, we have a date on our calendar, don't we?
In January, yeah.
The date in January, which will firm up, but
Great.
and then we should do one in each ward.
Yeah,
So,
it just makes
'cause-
sense.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, well, thanks for that, Joe.
Yeah, and with number 2, with the Roosevelt Firehouse, the old Roosevelt Firehouse, as you probably know, that was taken down, and it looks beautiful, big empty lot now. So we did meet with Ed Desmond to discuss what's the future of that piece of property and possibly obtaining it for something like a playground or something for the town. I did bring it up to the rec commissioners at the last rec commission meeting. We had some discussion there, and they were going to go individually at their first opportunity to go look at the property, and any questions they have, they're going to bring it to the next meeting on December 10th, which Ed Desmond and another representative of the fire district are going to attend to discuss the property, any questions and that, so that we can make a decision on how to go forward with that.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, keep us posted.
Yeah.
And I know that the rec commissioners had some questions regarding, how this could work, and some questions regarding the property. So I did ask Tad to take a look at the where it's located, because of course the fire department moved their location of their building because it was in a floodplain. So I did ask Tad to take a look at that, and she acknowledged, yes, it is, and that it's also, there are some DEC wetlands that are part of that parcel. So I think, those are good questions that we will need to ask as we consider whether this is a good investment for the town and for the people. But, we have had discussions over the last couple of years, and there have been requests to have a park in that area.
Yeah,
So,
right.
I mean, but it's, I appreciate the dialogue between the fire commissioners and the town, and for them to seek our support and this possible improvement that would serve that area. So, but again, this is part of the whole process of doing your due diligence to make sure that it's a workable thing. So,
Right.
okay, well, keep us posted on that one too, Joe.
Will do.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
So Donna just pointed out that the resolution number 1 is not to pass the solar energy systems and facilities, because it has been significantly revised since we first authored it. And so what this resolution is doing is setting a new public hearing for the newly revised law. So we are not quite ready to pass it. but I think we will be on December 16th.
So are we pulling that then?
So, no,
No,
we're not
no.
pulling it, but we,
Has this been reworded?
Accepting the new copy.
Oh, we're just
Revised.
accepting it.
well, it was, there were changes.
No, I mean, but the resolution, will this resolution as it's written be okay for us?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Accepting the revised version?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah,
Yep.
yep. So,
Just wanna
I
make
don't know
sure.
what we need to do. Do we need to reopen the public hearing? 'Cause
I'm not certain that I don't think we closed it last time, did we?
Didn't I just,
No, we just closed it
we just
tonight.
I just closed it now. But
You're right.
so, no, what we're doing is we're setting a public hearing,
True.
right? So we'll set the public hearing for December 16th
Right.
for the newly revised law. So
Which this resolution will do, right?
that's what this resolution does. Okay. So.
So there we go.
Neil, you've got the
Yep.
most complicated one.
Resolution 12-2-1 of 2019, resolution accepting a revised version of local law number M of the year 2019 entitled, "A Local Law Amending Chapter 130 of the Town of Hyde Park Code entitled Solar Energy Systems and Facilities to add a new Chapter 130-8 entitled Solar Farms."
And so we're setting that public hearing for December 16th, which is our next meeting, and the last meeting of the year. So may I have a second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 12-2 of 2019, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to appoint James Ashworth as a part-time police officer to the Town of Hyde Park Police Department.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
So welcome aboard. Thank you. Thanks for joining the Town of Hyde Park. We appreciate it.
We want to swear him in?
I don't know, Donna, do you?
I'm ready.
You're ready?
Swear him in,
Sure.
we'll take a picture?
Okay.
That's what we've
Okay.
kind of been doing?
Sure.
You okay
Yeah.
with that?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Good.
A nice snowy night since he's here, right?
Yeah. I guess come on down.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, probably, yes, Oh, that's nice, yeah, that's really good. Oh, you did? Yeah.
Small world.
Yeah, so you have no crimes to report on her from...
That's offline, offline. No crimes.
Okay. I, James Ashworth,
I, James Ashworth,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and faithfully discharge the duties
and faithfully discharge the duties
of part-time police officer
of part-time police officer
according to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
You are so sworn.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Good to see you again.
Thank you so much. Very nice to
Oops,
meet
sorry.
you.
Oh, sure, yeah. He's still so short. I need to wear heels.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Donna.
No problem. You know, when I'm reading this, maybe we should just reverse that. Yeah.
And continue the public hearing. Okay,
And
sure.
then we won't have to republish.
Oh, good idea.
Then we won't
Yeah,
republish.
yes, okay.
Sorry.
So, no problem. So how should we do that?
I'll just say that we reopen the public
Okay,
hearing.
okay. All right.
And continue it until such and such.
Okay, sure.
Until the
So Donna just
16th.
pointed out if we reopen the public hearing, we won't have to republish the law, which
Okay.
saves the town money. So I would like to suggest that we reopen the public hearing for
December 16th.
local, the local law M amending the solar energy systems.
Make a
Right?
motion to open that up for December 16th.
And second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, resolution, are we good?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, resolution 12-2-3 of 2019. This is with great honor and privilege. Resolution authorizing the town supervisor to execute an agreement, an amendment agreement among the County of Dutchess, City of Poughkeepsie, City of Beacon, Town of Poughkeepsie, Town of East Fishkill, and the Town of Hyde Park concerning the town's participation in the Dutchess County Drug Enforcement Task Force.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
And Rob, would you like to speak? And, you know, while you're making your way to the podium, I just want to congratulate our chief and thank him for his outstanding work. It's really a pleasure to work with you, and you've been bringing in the money. We appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah, we were able to bring in almost $400,000 this year. And I'd like to say that I keep coming up here and saying we're getting more money, but I'm hopeful that we'll be able to get more money. This grant we're talking about tonight, we were able to get $175,000 from the county for us to participate in the Dutchess County Drug Task Force again. Prior to my arrival, almost 25 years ago, Officer Jeff Lee, who's now in the City of Poughkeepsie, was the last officer from the town of Hyde Park to be on the Dutchess County Drug Task Force. So what happens is each agency, the Sheriff's Office has 4 officers assigned there. City of Poughkeepsie, Town of Poughkeepsie, East Fishkill, and Beacon all assign an officer to be there. Well, obviously, with the budgets as tight as they are for all the different agencies, it would be almost impossible for us to be able to bear the entire load ourselves and still be able to put officers out on the street to protect everyone here in Hyde Park. So we're able to secure this grant, which pays 100% of the officer's salary, fringe benefits, health benefits, everything for the officer that's going to be assigned at the Dutchess County Drug Task Force. We're very excited about this. You know, you all know my background of working in the school and teaching the DARE program. I'm tired of losing my kids.
Right.
I'm tired of losing these kids to drug overdoses. I'm tired of my guys having to carry Narcan with them like they carry nasal spray to save these people that are dying and suffering from this drug addiction. It's unfortunate that we have this problem. All the area departments are suffering through the same problem, but this is going to give us a big tool to be able to help combat a lot of these issues that we're dealing with. Once we have someone in the drug task force, we're able to have the whole drug task force, which is 9 members, to be able to be here to help us investigate drug activity and things that are being done and happening in our town. We're so close to Poughkeepsie. There's so many times I get a phone call from someone or an email from someone that says, hey, I know they're dealing drugs on my street. We don't have the manpower to send them out there to be able to do that. To be able to get a conviction, you need to have people that are just dedicated to just doing that. They have to get someone in there to be able to purchase drugs from someone, to be able to get an arrest and a conviction, because that's what we all want, is a conviction, not just an arrest. So with this, we're able to now participate and have the entire drug task force come and help us here in Hyde Park to help deal with a lot of these problems and these crimes. Like I said, I'm tired of burying former DARE students and our young people in the community. I'm tired of it. And this was one of my biggest things, was to try to combat that and try to stop that from happening. And this is going to be a huge tool for the town of Hyde Park and also for the whole county, for our officer to be able to go and help other departments in the whole county to be able to deal with these problems. And I'm so excited about it. And like I said, I'm still looking for more, and I'm still always asking for more. I keep shaking that tree, and hopefully money keeps falling out of that tree to be able to help us achieve all the goals that we need to achieve, but not make it a full burden on our taxpayers here in Hyde Park. Let's spread it out and let the county pay for some of these things that we're trying to bring forward here, like the New World grant that we passed the last meeting, this grant that we're passing here now. So at the next meeting on the 16th, we're going to be able to hire another full-time police officer to be able to work the road while the member of our department that's going to be assigned to the drug task force can go and be dedicated to do those duties. So we're very excited about it. And again, thank you for all your support for the police department and for me. I'm going to keep hitting the pavement and keep looking for more and more money that I can find. It makes Tom Carey happy, and if I can make Tom Carey happy, I'm happy.
Well, we certainly appreciate it, Rob, and
Thank you.
couldn't agree more that it's going to be a valuable tool for Hyde Park. I recall a few years back, we had a resident who had complained that he had a home next to him that was rented out, and that he suspected drug dealing occurring there, and he was frustrated that we weren't able to address it. But he had a connection to the drug task force, and they came to Hyde Park. They were able to make an arrest. So, we didn't have that resource, and it wasn't clear to us that the other municipalities were actually receiving that resource through the county. So we're grateful that that was extended to us at your request. And, the county has proven to be a very good partner for us, and, and I think we for them. And so it's the way government is supposed to work. And we appreciate that.
Yeah, Marcus is very, very dedicated to the law enforcement and our needs in the whole county, and we're very lucky to have, a county executive that is this ambitious and this willing to be able to give county funds to help fund some of these different issues. And don't get me wrong, that we were able to utilize the task force before, but if you don't have a member there, it's a lot harder for them to get intel and to be able to get real arrests done in the town, because it needs intel and it needs people. We have so many officers that are very vigilant about keeping intoxicated drivers off the roadway and finding drugs, but it's very hard to get a conviction without having so many different steps taken in order to be able to do that. So we're so excited to be able to do that and participate in this. And again, it's one more thing that the town of Hyde Park would be able to participate in at the county level, and we're so excited.
And that'll be instituted January 1st, is
Yes.
that right?
He'll be
Excellent.
assigned there. He'll still be employed by the town of Hyde Park, and he'll still be our employee and on our records and our books, but he will be dedicated to the Dutchess County Drug Task Force, and he'll be an agent for the task force.
That's great.
Okay, great.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks
Thanks,
again.
Rob.
Thanks, Chief.
Resolution 12-2-4 of 2019, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve the memorandum of agreement between the Town of Hyde Park Police Benevolent Association and the Town of Hyde Park.
And may I have a second?
I'll second it.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 12-2-5 of 2019, resolution acknowledging the resignation of Town of Hyde Park Deputy Building Inspector Fred J. Riley, Jr.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
I just want to go back to the Resolution 12-2-4 for just a quick second, just make a quick comment. Being part of the negotiation for the PBA with the supervisor, I'd just like to thank the police department and their willingness to work with us. Again, they're a good partner with us as well, and we had tough negotiations this year, but I think everyone at the table, we're all working towards the same goal, and I know Marty's here, and thank you and the department for willing to work with us. So.
Thanks. Thanks, Ken.
Resolution 12-2-5 of 2000, that's one we just did, sorry. Resolution 12-2-6 of 2019, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to authorize the release of a road opening bond for Linda Wojciechowski, road location 7 Douglas Road, Hyde Park.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 12-2-7 of 2019, resolution appointing Richard Maddox as member of Town of Hyde Park Conservation Advisory Council, CAC.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 12-2-8 of 2019, resolution authorizing the release of the balance of escrow from the Town of Hyde Park Planning Board according to resolution number 19D.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 12-2-9 of 2019, resolution authorizing the town supervisor to accept an insurance proposal and execute an agreement non-protunct with Rose and Kieran Insurance for liability insurance coverage for the Town of Hyde Park through New York Municipal Insurance Reciprocal NEMR for the policy period January 1st, 2020 through December 31st of 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 12-2-10 of 2019, resolution approving budget revisions to the Town of Hyde Park for the period of November 2019, budget revisions number 2019-11.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 12-2-11 of 2019, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Supervisor to submit an application for the 2019 Partnership for Manageable Growth, PMG, program for the Town of Hyde Park Route 9 Central Sewer District Project.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
So just to give everyone a little update on that the county, again, our partner, has, every year they've put out a request for applications for the Partnership for Manageable Growth. That program serves both infrastructure and also provides money to purchase properties to protect them from development. And so back in, I would say, 2014 or 15, 13, one of those years, we applied for the program and received $500,000 for our potential sewer district. So, since that time, we've acquired commitments of $5.2 million towards the $18 million project. $500,000 of that is from the county. 1.25 is from Belfield. 2 million is from the SAM grant that we received through Suserino, and then $1.5 million through the CFA, which we applied for and were named a priority project. But just to kind of refresh everyone's memory, that though those are very substantial funds towards a project that is yet to be voted on, we still, when we were preparing to put the project out to a vote, and again, that will only be voted on by the 109 members of the district that own property between Vanderbilt and the drive-in. And we had spent quite a lot of time having public workshops and meeting one-on-one with the individuals, and we had feedback that the cost was still prohibitively high for them to vote positively on the project. So we did receive notice that the county is putting out the application once again, and so we will be applying. As I said, we received $500,000 award a few years back. We're going to apply for more. I'm not sure how much we'll get, but we certainly hope that the county will look favorably on our application. We've done so much work. We have a map plan and report prepared. We have an engineering report. We have $5.25 million. These are all a result of many years of work. So
We're ready to go, we just need the money.
we just do, and so hopefully the county will continue to support Hyde Park in this way. So I think we already voted on that.
Yep.
All right, so I think that's it, but we do have our tree lighting coming up this Sunday at 4:45.
That's correct.
And a lot of people park here and then walk over to the Methodist Church where people gather and then walk back here and light the tree, and there's refreshments put on by the PBA and the Lions Club, and it's really a nice...
Rotary, Santa Claus comes
Santa
to
Claus
town.
comes, and some people singing carols, so it's very nice, so I hope people will come out and join us.
Yes.
Okay, so may I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
And second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thanks for coming out.
Fantastic.
Okay. Oh.